Hello again, guys. Next video for the NFL series is the Denver Broncos. I actually did this as this team, just did a standalone team. And then when I was deciding I was going to go and use these for NFL, I debated on this one for the Chargers or for the Broncos, and I decided to go with the Broncos because I couldn't really integrate the lightning bolt into it. And if you know your NFL history, the Chargers' initial logo was a horse head, and then with the lightning bolt. It's one of their earliest logos, and so I was trying to integrate it, but unfortunately, we can't curve logos. We can't curve the layers like I'd like to. So I decided to use this for the Broncos. So you basically need three colors. You need a blue. You see the blue right there? It's on the left side, about 3/4 of the way down or so. You can go a little lighter if you want. It looks a little dark on the screen, but I can promise you it's much lighter than it looks. So again, if you can see where that is on there. Then you need black, and then you need, of course, the orange, and that's what the orange I went to. It's a little, looks a little dark, but on the screen it will look a little bit brighter, just the way things are with this camera. All right, so let's get into it. This was a fun one to make. I've done a couple of different horse ones. If you remember, like War Horses is one, and things like that. So I've actually enjoyed doing this, and this one can kind of go different ways. If you can take this and actually modify it, and you call the knights as a chess piece. If you extend the base out a little bit, that's initially when I was kind of playing around with it. I kind of thought about that, and I decided just to go with the Stallions on this. All right, so first, square two in orange and enlarge it to fit the screen. And then I decided to be a little creative with this. I didn't want just a straight circle with a complete background. I wanted to do something a little different, so I went with that. Because if you look at the way I did this one, I kind of have it offset. So that's what I did on this. Being creative. All right, circle one in black. 3, 44, 35, and 77. And then circle one in blue, 14, 39, 35, and 73. Again, for anybody's new, I do these in speed runs just because I don't have the time to spend an hour-ish to craft the entire video and take you through step by step by step. Once I get to the point of catching up on my logos, which I know I've been saying for a couple months, it's going to take me quite a while to do that. I will hopefully get back to that point. But for right now, I do speed runs where I do position 1, position 2, rotation, and scale. And if you follow that, if you're writing it down as you're watching the video, you should be able to do it in 1 or 2 views of the video at most to get these. So I do take some breaks to kind of talk about it too, so it's not just this quick, super straight, fast run. All right, so that's so the blue circle one is 14, 39, 35, and 73. All right, and there's a reason why there's a rotation. It's just because I basically changed it and flipped it from the original that I did on this. All right, then I do a swish 10 because swish 10s have to be in every single one of my logos because I love swish 10. All right, swish 10 in black, 72, 125, 163, and 26. This is for the main. It would do copy it, flip it, 75, 77, 44, 41 on rotation and 39 on scale. And remember, it should be pointing down. All right, then copy it, flip it back so it's pointing to the right. 90, 20, 234, and 42. And then I do shield 6 in black, 63, negative 31, 169, and 27. And shield 6 is another one of my favorites. It's very, 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 very versatile. All right, then do another swish 10 in black, and this one's at 22, 25, 86, and 50. And then copy it, and we're going to do it in blue. Negative 5, 16, 97, 53. And the reason I'm doing this is to get a nice, I was trying to get a very specific line, that curve right here. I wanted it very specific. That's the design I was going for. You could probably get away with the parentheses on font 4, but it didn't quite look the way I wanted it, so that's why I went this route. Plus, I love Swish 10 so much. You guys know that. All right, then we're going to do an arc in orange. -12, 43, 273, and 37. Copy it. -18, -3, 298, and 30. Then we're going to do it. We're going to copy it again, but this time in black, and that's going to shape the neck from the chest. -49, 37, 303, and 39. Now we're doing left parentheses, font 4. And the reason why I tell you left to right is because it helps with the rotations. Sometimes if I know it's going to go on one side, I'll do right. Sometimes I know it's going to do on the other, it's going to go left. If I don't know for sure when I'm doing it, it usually almost always goes left. All right, so this one is in black at -37, -77, 105 rotation, 28 scale, and that's for the base. Then we're going to do another left parentheses, font 2 this time, which again is another nice versatile one. I'll show you it over here. Nice and versatile. And this one's going to be at -20, 62, 43, and 15. Then we go back to a swish 10 to help shape the cheek. -46, -54, 237, and 13. And then we're going to do another one. So copy it. And I'm sorry, this swish 10 you do a flip to start with. Sorry, just so you're aware, so it doesn't look funny when you're doing it. All right, so then you do another swish 10. If you're copying it, you're fine. If you're doing a brand new one, you need to flip it. In black, -1, 134, 175, and 14 should be pointing to the left. All right, then I do comma, font 15, vertical taper, -13 on the amount, okay? And show you what this looks like over here. I'll do it up in the orange. Okay, it's playing around with the shape a little bit. And I got that kind of what I liked. The bottom of it I really don't care about, but I wanted this specific kind of curve, and that's what I got in this. And this is again something that's fairly new. I don't think I've done this one exactly before. So again, another first for you guys. All right, that one's at -53, 148, 325, and 10. Like I said, I've been trying to do some new stuff for you guys, trying to use some different shapes so that stretch out a little bit and help me get a little more creative, and I can get cooler things like this. All right, so we do a comma again. This time it's at font 16, bulge pinch on the font style, amount 40, and that's this one right here. I'll move it over to the orange so you can see it better. Okay. And that one's at -16, -151, 280, and 16. And this is another first one. I haven't done one like this before either. All right, then we're doing another comma. This time straight up font 16. Okay, I've used this one many times before. This one's good for teeth, and it just works out really good for the brow. -73, 106, 329, and 10. And then I use the underscore, font 1. It's at -50, 136, 319, and 4, and that's for the forehead. And then I do triangle 4 to kind of do the part of the eye and give some extra oomph to the face. In black, -77, 82, 226, and 19. Then I use the slash right there, right here. In font 2, kind of looks like a bone, but it gives a nice little curve. And this one's in black at -103, 84, 101, and 13. Then we do a swish 10 in black, -134, 43, -134, 43, 87, and 9. And then we do lips 3 in black. I'm shaping the mouth at -120, 12, 328, and 15. Copy it, and this time I'm doing it in the blue so I can essentially erase it out or cover it up. -124, 9, 330, and 15. Okay. Then we do half circle in black, -98, 12, 155, and 5. And then we're doing underscore in font 1, -68, 29, 330, and 3. Then we're doing triangle 4 again in black, -74, 41, 240, and 11. And then for some extra color here, doing shield 6 in orange, 62, -41, 171, and 13. Then we're doing dash, font 9, vertical taper, 18. Again, this is a new one for me, so you can get a pretty good look at that one. 66, 16, 250, and 8. And then what I did is I copied it and did the same thing, and I just flipped it. 59, 97, 61, and 8. And then for Denver, I chose font 5. Kind of matches the D a little bit that they generally use for Denver. So there you go, guys. Denver Broncos. Not super complicated. I know it looks complicated, but it's took me about 45 minutes to an hour to do this. It was more of just trying to come up with some new ways to do certain things and just playing around with a lot of stuff. So like I said, you got 3 new shapes that things that I've used commas before and dashes and stuff like that, and I've tweaked them a little bit, but it's the first time I did these actual ones where, as I showed you, here, and these 2, which are copied. So those are a couple of new things for you guys. Feel free to tweak this the way you want, use it for whatever you want, change the colors for whatever you want. You want to do this as the Chargers, that's great. The problem is you can't bend the lightning, and it takes, to do the lightning and try to make it bent, it takes too many shapes. That's what really threw me on this, is I'd have to dramatically have changed this and lost 4 layers at least to be able to do a curved lightning. And that's where I kind of debated, because when I first thought about which team I would use this for, those are the 2 obviously the Broncos and the Chargers. So I went with the Broncos. I think this looks really nice. Again, it looks a lot darker on the video than it really is, the shade of blue I used. But if we took the blue and I lightened it up for you guys, there you go. Looks pretty cool, huh? I'll keep those slightly lighter. Okay, but there you go, guys. Denver Broncos. Don't know which one's next, but this will be popping up Tuesday morning, and I've got a couple more teams ready to go, and I'm trying to bang out a few more every night, so I can have at least one video for you every single day. And I am still looking at some throwbacks for old teams and stuff like that. Teams that either changed locations or just old NFL teams, or even old like AFL teams and things like that. I'm kind of looking through and seeing if anything kind of inspires me to give you some extra stuff as well. My regular logos, I'm gonna come back to those. I want to bang out these, and then I even thought about maybe doing some NCAA ones. I've got a couple of ones that I could tweak for certain NCAA teams, and ideas that I can do for some of your major teams, like your Alabama. I've got a Gator one I could modify for the Gators. I can do the Georgia Bulldogs really easily. You can modify one of my Bulldog ones for that pretty easily. But I've got a Bulldog for the Browns that you could definitely change colors on. Browns are coming up pretty soon, because that logo is pretty much good to go. Appreciate your feedback, good, bad, ugly. If you don't like it, don't care. But if there's something that you see that, hey, doesn't make any sense, or why did I do that, or you liked it, great. Just again, you can ask for whatever team you want for NFL. I'm just doing them in the order that I get them done and when I think they're ready to go for you guys. Again, I kind of hold myself to a high standard. I don't like doing crappy logos for you guys. I figure that if you're taking the time to subscribe and time to like my videos, time to watch my videos, the least I could do is get you a good logo while I'm doing it. So take a little pride in my work, even though I'm not an artist. All right, so thank you once again. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video.